Hello, friend. Have you ever felt like you were running on empty but just kept pushing through like you couldn't stop, even though your body was screaming for rest? If so, you might be stuck in what I call the red zone, the zone of overwhelm and burnout. In my last video, we talked about the stress continuum, how stress is a natural part of life, and how our body moves between different states. The blue zone thriving, the yellow and green zones, which are healthy stress responses. And now the red zone, overwhelm and burnout. If you missed that first video, go back and watch it. It lays the foundation for everything we're talking about today. I'll drop the link below. So, what is the red zone? This is crisis mode. This is when we've spent too much time in fight or flight without allowing our body to unwind and rest and recover. Instead of balancing stress with relaxation, we just keep pushing until our body starts to burn out. This is the burning the candle at both ends phase, the I have to keep going phase, the I'm superwoman, I can do it all phase. And at first, it might even feel like a superpower. You're getting things done, you're on fire. But in reality, that fire is burning you out. So, how does the red zone feel? In this state, you might feel on edge. You might feel irritable, quick to snap, or quick to get frustrated. You might feel anxious or overwhelmed, like there's too much to do and not enough time. You might be inflamed physically and or emotionally, holding stress inside until it starts affecting your health. You may feel wired but exhausted. You can't slow down, but you're running on fumes. And here's the thing, this isn't just stress. This is a nervous system imbalance that can lead to chronic anxiety, inflammation, and even physical illness. Many people in this stage have already been given a diagnosis, whether that's an autoimmune condition, chronic fatigue, or anxiety disorders. So, what's next? The freeze trauma state. If we stay in the red zone for too long without addressing it, our body eventually does what it was designed to do to protect us. It's wonderful, it's amazing, but it doesn't feel so good because it begins to shut down. This is when we enter the next stage of the stress continuum, the freeze state. This is when the body no longer has energy to fight or to flee. So instead, it goes into a state of collapse, into numbness, into deep exhaustion. In my next video, I'm going to break down exactly what happens when we enter this state, how it impacts our mind and our body, and what steps you can take to start recovering. But before we get to that, I have a question for you. Where are you on the stress continuum? Are you still balancing stress well? Are you stuck in fight or flight? Or have you already started feeling the effects of burnout? I created a quick quiz to help you figure out where you are, and more importantly, what you can do about it. When you take the quiz, I'll send you personalized recommendations on how to start moving toward balance. And don't forget, watch the first video if you haven't already, and stay tuned for our next video on the freeze state. See you there.